Hello, this is going to be a quick video about a really simple UPS I want to build. A UPS is like, if the power goes out, your power doesn't go out. I think I'm going to make this one for 500 or 700 watt capacity, and it should be super simple. So all I'm going to need is an inverter, 500 watt, 700 watt inverter. It doesn't really even need to be a pure sine wave. It's for electronics, like my Wi-Fi router. But yeah, an inverter, a battery, and a battery charger. You might see where I'm going with this.
UPS.
AMD UPS. So this is pretty overkill. Harbor Freight and Tool had a bunch of too expensive inverters. I found this in the basement and got this from the basement. These are from a company I used to work for. Good company, ProMariner, and an old battery. So this is a battery charger. So this keeps the battery charged. This gets power from the battery. And then you can have a load out here and your source over here. So it's kind of inefficient, but it ought to work. This is an isolated supply, of course. You want to isolate this stuff. I don't know if that's isolated. It should be too. It doesn't need to be a pure wave sine wave generator. Basically, we're taking the power, comes from the wall, and we're flipping it down into the battery, converting it from 120 volts AC to 12 volts DC, 1214, and flipping it back up into AC, 120 volts. So, not efficient, but if it works, it works. And then of course, if the wall power cuts out, this battery will hold up the inverter with the load on it. I'm going for about 500 watts continuous. That's about what this is the bottleneck. So, and this is like a really nice battery charger. So, I think this is 8 gauge wire. No, it's 6. And couldn't find lugs, so I'll make some. So at 500 watts, these are going to be doing about 41 amps, and the power drop per wire, assuming they're about 2 feet long, is about 1.7 watts. Pretty good. Never heard of the AMD UPS. Now that I threw that together, let's give it a whirl. I found this on the road today, so good find. So here we have a battery charger, we have a battery in here, and an inverter up here. No fire. Let's plug it in. I think this is a 300 watt load. Ooh, that is so cool. What's that? Almost 40 amps, going up to 40. All right. Let's unplug it. Oh. I think that is uninterrupted. Now this will go back into charging, but we still have good 40 amps. And if this is unplugged, you can look at so the battery's sagging under the load. I'm sure if we unplug this guy, we'll bounce back. Yippee! UPS! UPS! Oh man, this is so cool. This is the computer closet in my house with my Wi-Fi and stuff. I'm going to use it to power this so my Wi-Fi and surveillance works even if the power goes out. I mean, for about an hour, but I actually don't know how much current power all this draws. Probably less than 100 watts. Well, this is an old screen, but yeah. Let's see how much that weighs. This is pretty heavy. Holy beans, it went out, but this thing's 98 pounds. There you go. Thought it was a little heavy. Yeah, ideally you'd replace this battery with a capacitor bank, because, you know, it wouldn't last as long, but it would be a lot lighter than this. I mean, this is heavy, kind of heavy. This is kind of heavy. That's really heavy. Before we celebrate, I I remembered so this kind of charger. This is one of our best models. All of the chargers we made had 18-hour timers on them. So basically, if the charger ran for 18 hours, it would just turn off. So I'll have to power cycle this every 18 hours, which is dumb. So we have another charger, the Pronautic, that doesn't have an 18-hour timer on it, so I should have used that. So, but principally, not bad, not bad. Hope you guys found this helpful. Take it easy. Peace be. All right. Let's see if it works. If it blows up, I want to get it on camera. So plugged in, battery's topped off. That's what this means. What we should see happen is I'll turn it on. If this turns on, it's good. Next, if this is on, I'll plug this in and it should light up. And we'll wait a minute and we should see this fall and turn red, which means power is flowing from here to here. This basically only outputs when the battery falls between 12.85 volts. So, no explosion, no explosion. Oh, okay. Like say a prayer. Wow. Look at that. That's a dream. Now, UPS, UPS, UPS. UPS.